Welcome to Hell on Earth. If you were to step into prehistoric North America, you might think you had entered a world designed specifically to terrify you. Forget modern lions, wolves, or alligators. This land was ruled by monsters. A time where giant reptiles, massive predators, and bizarre creatures stalked the earth, sky, and sea. Here, survival wasn't just difficult, it was nearly impossible. Because no matter where you went, the forests, the swamps, the open plains, even the skies, something was always watching. And if you weren't careful, you wouldn't last a day. This is the nightmare of prehistoric North America. Chapter 1. The Apex Predators. North America wasn't just home to predators. It was home to some of the most terrifying killers to ever exist. At the top of the food chain was Tyrannosaurus rex, a 40-foot-long, 8-ton beast with bone-crushing jaws capable of delivering a bite force of over 12,000 pounds per square inch, enough to shatter bones like glass. But T-Rex wasn't alone. Long before it ruled the land, another apex predator dominated the continent, Acrocanthosaurus. With a longer snout, massive claws, and a powerful frame, Acrocanthosaurus was one of the largest carnivores of the early Cretaceous. And in the deep past, there was Allosaurus, a predator so ferocious that even Jurassic giants like Diplodocus and Apatosaurus struggled to defend themselves. And then there was the unexpected threat, dromaeosaurs. The raptors, not just any raptors, but Dakota raptor and Utah raptor, each over 20 feet long, armed with razor-sharp claws, keen intelligence, and pack-hunting strategies. If T-Rex was the unstoppable tank, raptors were the tactical assassins. In prehistoric North America, you didn't just have to fear the giants. You had to fear the ones you never saw coming. Chapter 2. The Walking Fortresses. But not every animal in North America was prey. Some were living tanks, and nothing embodied that better than Ankylosaurus. Covered in bony armor plates, this 30-foot-long walking fortress had a clubbed tail so powerful it could shatter a T-Rex's legs. Then there was Edmontosaurus, a massive duck-billed herbivore capable of reaching 40 feet in length. It may not have had armor, but in a group, it could defend itself against even the most brutal predators. And let's not forget Triceratops, a 9-ton, 3-horned giant that was built like a battering ram with legs. Fossil evidence suggests these creatures fought T-Rex regularly, leaving behind battle scars that tell the story of their desperate struggle for survival. In prehistoric North America, being big wasn't enough. You needed weapons. Chapter 3. The Swamps of Death. But if you thought sticking to the water would keep you safe, think again. Because lurking just beneath the surface was Deinosuchus, a giant prehistoric crocodile over 35 feet long, weighing as much as an elephant. It could launch itself out of the water with explosive force, snapping up dinosaurs that got too close to the river's edge. And it wasn't alone. There was also Pteranodon, with a wingspan reaching 20 feet, capable of plunging into the water like a missile to snatch fish in its beak. Even the fish weren't normal. Xiphactinus, a 20-foot-long nightmarish deep-sea predator, had razor-sharp teeth, an eel-like body, and an appetite so insatiable that some fossils show it choking to death on prey almost as large as itself. The swamps, rivers, and oceans of prehistoric North America were just as deadly as the land. Here, you could be hunted from above, below, and the water's edge all at once. Chapter 4. The Giants That Shook the Earth. And then there were the giants. In prehistoric North America, some creatures were so massive that they reshaped the very landscape. Take Alamosaurus, a 70-foot-long titanosaur that could crush anything in its path. Or Camarasaurus, with a neck so long that it could reach the highest treetops while keeping a watchful eye on predators. Even the ground trembled beneath the weight of these giants. But being huge didn't mean being safe. Even these creatures had to defend themselves from the monstrous predators that shared their world. Chapter 5. The skies were no escape. Maybe, just maybe, you think the sky was the safest place in prehistoric North America. You would be wrong. Because here, the skies were ruled by giants. Enter Quetzalcoatlus, a pterosaur with a wingspan of over 35 feet, the size of a small plane. It could soar over the landscape, scanning for prey, and when it landed, it stood as tall as a giraffe. But it wasn't the only terror of the sky. Other flying creatures, like Pteranodon, also ruled the prehistoric airspace, ensuring that nowhere, not even the skies, was free from danger. In prehistoric North America, the air was just another battlefield. Chapter 6. The Final Nightmare, The Great Extinction. For millions of years, this land was ruled by giants and killers. But then, everything changed. 66 million years ago, a mountain-sized asteroid slammed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula. The impact unleashed a wave of destruction, unlike anything Earth had ever seen. Wildfires spread across entire continents. Shockwaves flattened forests thousands of miles away. Dust and debris choked the sky, blocking out the sun. Temperatures plummeted, plants died, and with them, the food sources of the great herbivores disappeared. And if they died, so did the predators. Within just a few years, over 75% of all life on Earth was wiped out. The once great monsters of North America were no more. The nightmare was over. Or was it? Because some survivors remained. Chapter 7. The Legacy of the Monsters. Even though the age of the dinosaurs ended, some of their descendants survived. Birds, the closest living relatives of raptors and theropods, still dominate the skies. Crocodiles, the distant cousins of Deinosuchus, continue to lurk in rivers. And in the fossilized remains of T-Rex, Triceratops, and Ankylosaurus, we find a glimpse into a time when North America was ruled by nightmares. Prehistoric North America was a world of giants, hunters, and survivors. And for millions of years, it was the closest thing to hell on Earth. Conclusion: the land of monsters. North America is a land of history, where fossils of the past tell stories of creatures so terrifying they seem unreal. But they were real, and for millions of years, they ruled. A world where monsters walked, skies belonged to giants, and even the rivers were death traps. Prehistoric North America was pure nightmare fuel. And for those who lived there, every single day was a battle to survive. If you found this glimpse into prehistoric terror fascinating, check out this next video for another deep dive into Earth's brutal past.